Hi, here's the latest update from our last council meeting. You'll find this interesting with some of the topics that we discussed and the decisions that we made. The first one was the Audit and Risk receiving their second quarter report. Of great discussion was the capital expenditure program. And again, we're behind the expectation with about 67% of that program completed. However, as it was pointed out, there are two major projects which impact on that outcome. One of those is the Resource Recovery Centre. Our team are looking at the costings and tidying them up and finalising them before we start that work. The second one is the Turners Road. This is extending Turners Road in our industrial area through to Kawakawa Road. The delay there has been engaging with all of the landowners to get agreement to give council a portion of their land to allow for the road to go through. And we're pleased to say that that project is now soon to be underway. Another topic was the annual plan for 2020-2021. And do we need to consult? Legislation tells councils that if we have any changes that are of significance from what we outlined in our long-term plan, we do need to go out and consult. So having looked at the projects on the table, were there any major changes or delays, the decision was made not to consult. However, this means it's an opportunity to go out to our community with information. Where are our projects up to that we said we were doing and now undertaking? And this gives the community a much better understanding of progress on what we said we were going to deliver. We looked at the environmental scan and we adopted the scan as a supporting document for how we make decisions for the next 10 years. This is the first time that such a document has been put together, and it brings together all of the facts and figures, collates them into one single document, along with any legislative changes from central government for us to consider when we're working on our next 10-year plan. This important document will be available to the public in a couple of weeks, and it sets the basis for us as councillors around the table to make decisions for the next 10 years. Another topic was Plan Change 51 and Plan Change 64. Very pleased we were to be able to adopt these after the consultation process has been completed. Plan Change 64 makes changes to how boarding, breeding and training kennels are managed within the district. Plan Change 51 was certainly a celebration to adopt this one. This confirms the direction around growth through Precinct 4. Precinct 4 is an area of rural land in the northern part of Feilding that we have now rezoned to Feilding residential. And this 187 hectare block allows for potentially 1,700 more homes over the next few years. So very exciting to see how we're managing the growth around our residential demands. And finally, we received the minutes from our community committees. There are 15 community committees in our villages around the district. And these are where the local volunteers come together and we empower them through support from council for the future of their little communities. Their minutes are sent to council and put through the public meeting system, so they are on public record, but they give us an opportunity to have a look. What are the issues, the challenges, and more importantly, the celebrations for our communities as they look to their future direction?